Welcome to NFL World. The NFL starts and ends. For the New York Giants, you didn't just lose to the Detroit Lions. You lost a bunch of players to injuries. And you play the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving in 4 days. The New York Giants lost cornerback Adoree Jackson for 4 to 6 weeks with a sprained MCL. They also lost wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson for the year with a torn ACL. There's a whole bunch of other injuries, including their center and right tackle and their backup right tackle. Because the right tackle hadn't played, and there's questions of whether or not he will play against the Cowboys. And when you lose your center, who ended up going to the hospital with a jaw injury, that's a lot of players to lose. They also lost their safety. That's a lot of stuff is happening. Can the Giants, who came off a really bad game, can they turn it around in a very short period of time? The importance of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard and having them together. Humans in nature, in the sports world, gotta always say, who's better? Who's the best? Who is number one? Who is number two? We're always trying to figure that out. I'm here to tell you it's this. You need both of them. And you saw it last night. Tony Pollard had an unbelievable game, to the point that CBS turned it to another game between the Bengals and the Steelers, because they just like, this is a shellacking. It's 40-3. The Cowboys are destroying the Vikings. We can't allow you to watch this. It's a mercy killing. Okay? We can't allow you to watch it. You gotta move on. Let's go. Go watch Cincinnati and Pittsburgh and we'll see what happens there. That's what happened. But you need both of them. Because, and Tony Romo explained it this way. He said, Tony Pollard, there's no number one and number two running back anymore. There's just who gets the most touches, who gets the most chances at the ball. And I'm talking about rushing attempts, catching the ball in open space, everything. The thing that Zeke does, it's not explained. And you look at his stat line, it's like, oh, it's not that impressive. The thing he does, when you need a yard, and you need someone to go downhill, and just allow him to go through it, you give it to Zeke. Because Tony just doesn't have that ability to fall forward all the time. Zeke does. So you can say things, but Zeke is the king of falling forward to get extra yardage. That's just what he is. There's a lot of players that can do it, but when you see Zeke and what Derrick Henry can do, they are the kings of doing it. They just go down they go downhill, and if they need to fall forward, they fall forward. That's what they do. And sometimes they have to jump for it, but they go and they get it. That's just the way they are. But you need both of them. Odell Beckham Jr. plans to visit both the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys after Thanksgiving. Now, a lot of players have said this, and a lot of teams have said this. I think that game on Thanksgiving is the deciding factor of where OBJ say, I think I can go there and win. Or I think I can go there and win. I think this game, it's not just up for grabs in terms of who plays and who wins. It's, yeah, you won. Now you have the best chance to get OBJ. I could see that happening. The Cowboys have not been shying away from recruiting OBJ. In fact, OBJ is like, man, these guys are playing, they're playing really well. They played crazy tonight. To DeMarcus Lawrence is like, yeah, make the right choice. Come here. And Michael Parsons is like, and then come here then. Let's go. They're not shying away from trying to get OBJ to come here. To go to the Dallas Cowboys. They're not afraid of that. The Giants have not done as much, but he still has a pretty good relationship with the family. Kyler Murray is going to miss his second game versus the 49ers in Mexico City. Colt McCoy is going to start. And I think for the Cardinals, it's kind of good in a way of having Murray miss another game. Not because you don't want Kyler out there. Whatever Colt McCoy does on that field, he just looks better. He looks better. He looks like he's actually going and giving. He controls the offense well. He moves the offense efficiently. They play better with Colt. And Kyler, yes, they can do more things. They just don't play as well. You may have to come to a decision at some point of, at least to end the year, who's the starter. The New England Patriots fear that they lost David Andrews for the year, as he could barely put any weight on his leg, on one of his legs. It looked like he got cleated, and then it looked like he kind of tripped. There was a lot of things going on, but he could barely put weight on it. So that's very disappointing, as he is the center, and he does everything for that Patriots offensive line. And finally, Taylor Heineke was named the starter for the remainder of the year, as there's no chance that you're going to put Carson Wentz back in there. What Heineke did to the Eagles and what he's done in recent weeks, when he's in the game, you have a chance to win. When Carson Wentz is in the game, that chance is a lot lower than what Heineke did.